We're good.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I'm proud of our team bouncing back. I think everybody knows how tough a loss that was last week. We had some adversity early. They went down and scored, early on. We battled in the second quarter, found a way to be up, I guess, by 3. A similar situation. We had the ball coming out of the second half like they did last week, and we really challenged our guys to really finish the thing, and they did that. And our defense giving up, what is it, 16 yards in the second half or something crazy like that. Our offense was, besides the turnovers, the turnover going inside the 5, and then of course we had the interception. But our defense, probably the play of the game was, we tackled them on the 2-yard line. Our defense held, and we blocked the field goal, and that just changed the whole game. But proud of our guys. It was a quality win, and we're back on track. So that's really what we talked about all last week. Questions?
Coach, what do you most like about the performance of John Rice Plumlee today?
Yeah, he overcame adversity. I mean, he'd like to have some things back, but boy, he really came on hard. He ran the ball, 20 times for 123 yards and threw for 300 yards. I mean, so, besides the turnovers, I think he did a good job and really controlled the second half.
Can you speak more about the defensive effort? You alluded to it in your opening statement, especially that when the interception was returned near the goal line and they held and blocked the field goal. That was huge.
Yeah, that was really something. I mean, that was really the key to the game, I felt like, because if they score there, it kind of gets back. They have momentum, and they just kept out. And they kept them out. I think they tried to go a wildcat and had a little bit of a snap right there. Our defense held them, and that block. We've been emphasis on block field goals, block kicks, and we were able to do that at the right time.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the running back rotation? Like those guys were fresh. We have 4 strong rushers today, with Plumlee included.
Yeah, do you feel better about that?
Hey, Coach, man.
I figured you would. I was thinking about you in that fourth quarter.
Hey, man.
So, yeah, it was
RJ
good.
Harvey for the touchdown.
RJ got a chance. Johnny got loose a couple times, so it was good.
What does it mean for RJ to get that type of opportunity?
Yeah, I think that's really good for him to get in there and have some success right there. Held on to the football and really did some good things.
You talked about penalties throughout the course of the week. So
Yeah.
how did you truly stress it over the last 8 days to see the results you guys?
Yeah. How many penalties do we have? We had a couple. We had the punt return, one of the punt return that was 15 yards, and so that's got to be corrected. We had the pass interference. I guess that was close, but overall, I think we played a lot cleaner game. We talked about that. We got to keep improving. I mean, we can't beat ourselves, and we preached really hard on that all last week.
You made a change with your kicker and your punter. Talk about your special teams performance.
Yeah, we just felt like give Boomer a chance. We missed the extra point. That was his first rodeo, but he also made 2 field goals or whatever, and so did a solid job for us. Our punter Mitch got an opportunity. He's still learning the game, and he got an opportunity. He got the ball down there pretty good for us. So I think we only punted a handful of times, but I remember the one was a real solid punt.
What's the status of Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste?
He wasn't able to play. He was a little banged up from last week, and obviously, he's our defensive leader, so it was good for those other guys to get quality reps. They settled down in that second half. They would present a lot of different challenges with motions and different looks and all that, and then we settled down and did a good job. But hopefully we'll get him back next week. We'll see. It'll be a week-to-week deal.
What do you think of Plumlee's flip into the end zone?
Yeah, I just saw the picture of it. Like, I didn't realize he went that high. That was kind of scary. I'm glad he's not hurt. I mean, that was impressive. I hadn't seen very many like that.
Coach, what was the difference between the second half this week and the second half last week?
Yeah, I think it was just, we made plays. Our defense, did a great job. Our offense controlled the ball. We had, I think, that first drive in the third quarter, wasn't that a long drive, 15, 16, something like that? I mean, I think that was really the key to the second half, establishing that drive with a touchdown and just momentum. We got able to get the ball in the perimeter some. We were able to run, and John Rice being a running threat, especially in that second half was a big key.
You talked about momentum. How important was this win just from a momentum standpoint, especially with the offense playing well when they didn't play well last week?
Yeah, there's no doubt. Take away the 2 turnovers, and we'd be feeling like $1 million right now offensively. But this is a quality win. Willie does a good job. They've got good players. They're a good program. So to come on the road, pretty hostile environment. You could tell they were juiced up before the game, and to get that win and kind of get that good feeling again. And I still think we got a chance to be a good football team, or a really good football team. So we're still growing. We're still building. But tonight was a good win for us.
What was the mood and message like at halftime? Because it did seem like it was a completely different effort.
Yeah. You learn from your mistakes. You know, last week we didn't come out with a lot of positive energy. Our guys just decided, they just willed their way that, hey, from now on we're going to finish this thing. And like I said, we're a new team, we're growing, and you know, they didn't make the same mistake twice.
Can you talk about the energy Xavier Talent had brought to not only the passing game but the return game as well, Coach?
Yeah, Xavier, he's a special talent and true freshman. He's very confident. You know, Ryan O'Keefe obviously been battling some injuries and all that. They play the same position. He took some off of him tonight, and you know, I thought that was a good night's work with him, and he's got a chance to be a really good player.
Coach Alec Collar came up big with some catches today.
Yeah, he did. Alec did. He had two really big ones there, and you know, he does a lot of dirty work that helps us win that isn't on the stats. So I was real proud of him to get those catches.
What particular adjustments did you guys make against the run in the second half, considering they averaged 8 yards a carry before halftime?
Yeah, there's no doubt. Well, Trav did a super job with his defensive staff and our guys during the adjustments. We just kind of closed things down. Trav kind of figured out what they were trying to do and what our problems were, and we corrected it. And linebackers, they tackled better. Defensive line controlled the line of scrimmage in the second half, and you know, and we manned up, and they tried to take some shots down the field, and we did a pretty good job with that in the second half.
Coach, what improvements do you think you need to make before next week against Georgia?
Yeah, you know, I think it's just all three phases. Just look at the film, you know, correct the things that need to be corrected, and get better. I mean, it's about getting better, and I say this all the time. You know, after the first couple of weeks, very few teams get better. We need to be one of those teams that continue to get better.
How did you feel like the offensive line did as far as keeping John Rice clean?
Yeah, I thought they did a solid job. You know, I think for the most part he had time, and I know right before the second half right there that we got the ball back, they kind of green dogged. You know, we had our back out, and the guy kind of came late and all that, but I thought the line did a solid job.
And so John Rice kind of ran over to you after the game. How happy are you for him to have such a well-rounded game?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, he's a competitor. He's a great competitor, and you know, he's still learning the offense. Like I said, he hadn't played quarterback in 2 years, and there's times you see that, but he's a great competitor. I think everybody can see that, and you know, he's doing a good job leading us.
What did you see from him during practice after that loss last week that you knew he put in a good game today?
Yeah, I mean, he was just focused. I mean, like I said, the thing about him, I mean, he's a real nice young man and smiling a lot, but he's a great competitor, and he had a chip on his shoulder this week at practice, and you know, the thing about it, he's got an opportunity to keep improving, you know, and so I think we got a chance to continue to do that.
I know you said it was a hostile environment, but there was a lot of black and gold in the stands that got loud too. What are you thinking about Night Nation?
Yeah, we appreciate our fans so much, because in the second half you could really hear it. I mean, it was really something, and you know, really appreciate that, especially going the road in the state. You know, we travel really well.
One more? Any more?
How proud of you how the team bounced back this week from a tough loss at Louisville?
Yeah, big time. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of our coaches. Proud of the whole program. You know, that was a tough loss at home, you know, and you know, we were able to roll our sleeves up and put it behind us, and beat a quality opponent on the road, and now we're 2-1.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Coach. Thank you.